Good afternoon, folks. Welcome along to the Thursday night video. I am riding solo today because Steve is busy down in the shop, and we can't record this evening after we've finished because we have Sad Cells and another couple of local bands playing in store. So that's going to be a really nice, cool little intimate event for those guys to blow the cobwebs off. And I think we're going to be playing some new tunes. So that's going to be fun. So I am riding solo, so bear with me. We've got a lot of stuff to show you, some back-end stuff, some highlights of stuff that are out tomorrow, and some new merch. But while we're talking about in-stores, the next one that we have after this evening is Loose Articles. If you like your female post-punk stuff, these guys are absolutely brilliant. It's the 31st of July. You can get into that event here at Wax and Beans. The debut album, Scream If You Want to Go Faster, is out that week, and it's entry via the LP or the CD. So if you fancy that, that's the next show at the end of the month, end of July. Running through a couple of pre-orders has been another hectic week on pre-orders again. It moves really fast. I've not looked at the emails all afternoon. There's probably a lot of stuff that I need to put up this evening. But as of this morning and from the previous few days, recently released or announced, I should say, 30th anniversary, Half Speed Master of Suede's classic album, Dog Starman, another reissue, Johnny Marr and the Healers, Boom Slang, just kick the dog's water all over the floor, Boom Slang, and it's got some new artwork on it, which is good, but it's just Johnny Marr and not the Healers this time. I'm trying to mop up the floor as I'm talking. Always gets in the way. Luna, it's your fault. Reissues, let's look at my list. Okay, first time since it came out 20 years ago, I think. You may, if you're watching and you are a Prodigy fan, have the original OG pressing, but Prodigy's Always Outnumbered, Never Outgunned is finally being reissued, which is brilliant. There's been a lot of activity around Prodigy the last couple of years, hasn't there, with the remixes on 12-inch and the later albums as well being repressed on silver vinyl. Sports Team have announced a new album, Boys These Days, also a new one from Kat Von D, My Side of the Mountain. Linda Lindas, if you like your punk stuff again, their album is out for pre-order, and there's two variants, green and white and orange and white, and the album's called No Obligation. And I think the big announcement, which was inevitable after I think Six Music played the first track, the new track from Primal Scream yesterday. The album was announced, I think, late afternoon yesterday, but come ahead, there's the black vinyl and then the Indies 2 LP silver vinyl. So loads of good stuff to spend your money on there. And what will I be getting from that lot? Probably Suede and probably Sports Team and definitely the Prodigy. Right, let me show you this stuff. This has turned up today. I need to get it on the website before we announce this video. I'm dropping it onto socials, but you might see one on my chest there. We have just arrived the Wax and Beans pin badges. They look great. I have no idea what the price is, but it will not be, I'm certain, more than a £5. Those look great. The quality of it looks good. And alongside that, and Lou had ordered these, and I'm not sure I knew about these, but in the same bundle came some little rubber fridge magnets, and they're 3D and they've got the texture and you can feel how they've been printed. They look really good quality. So if you collect your fridge magnets and your pin badges, they are a good shout to treat yourself. And I'm not sure if we announced this last week or if they came in this week. I think it was this week, but the patches have arrived as well from our friends at theunrulystitch.com. These patches look fabulous. They are so big. I think 70mm across the long edge by perhaps 35-40 on the short edge. But these can be ironed on or sewn on. I think we're going to stop selling records, coffee, food, and we're just going to merch. There's so much of it. The shop is full of really cool merch at the moment. Right, moving on to new releases. We have a handful left. I think there's 3. I only have 2 in my hand of The Last Dinner Party, Side A, Sinner, and Side B, Sinner, which was recorded live at Melkweg in Amsterdam, isn't it? I think we saw Manda Diao there. Brilliant Swedish garage rock band. But Last Dinner Party fans, we've got Last Dinner Party, the debut album Prelude to Ecstasy, back in stock as well today. on the Oxblood red vinyl. More reissues out tomorrow. The Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden. Now I'm pretty certain these came out 8, 10, 12 months ago, but there's 2 new variants courtesy of Spinefarm, and this is gold with black splatter, and this one is beige, isn't it? Beige and black gatefold sleeve. Classic album. Sleep Token fans, grab those if you want to buy a different variant, or if you are new to the band. Next up we have, and these all seem to be on blue vinyl courtesy of Warner and on the Rhino label, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Their platinum, their multi-platinum album from 1977. I always thought that cover was really, really cool. I wish I could enjoy it, but it kind of makes me seasick just looking at it. Little Feat, Time. Look, this Sounds of the Summer series on Rhino Records. Little Feat, obviously quite prolific, made a lot of music. Again, I'm pretty certain I've not put a price or a sticker on that, but that's on Sea Blue vinyl as well. And then this is what they do. Excuse me. And this also is part of the series, but it's now part of the Now Playing series. And after a little bit of research and chat with my friend Matt yesterday, it's a little bit of a Warner stroke, Rhino stroke Atlantic in this case, best of series. Because I kept seeing these albums that were titled Now Playing, and I'm thinking, so-and-so didn't have an album called Now Playing. Downhill and John Oates didn't have an album called Now Playing. But it's it's a best of. So it starts with I'm Sorry, Fall in Philadelphia, She's Gone, right through to Is It a Star, Every Time I Look at You. 10 tracks on there, really nicely packaged. And it's a new mini-series that Warner are doing for the summer. Now, A Weekend in the City. Well, these are all quite limited reissues, actually. But the Block Party stuff's come out today. It's not out today, is it? It's out tomorrow. Intimacy 4 and A Weekend in the City. Weekend in the City has all gone, but we have a handful of copies left of 4 on yellow vinyl and Intimacy on clear vinyl. We may be able to get some more Weekend in the City. I shall speak to the rep this evening or tomorrow. Six Music again played some Block Party stuff yesterday. It might be in celebration of these reissues, but such a great band. Very distinctive voice and a mega sound. Starface, which is the debut album from Lava LaRue. Now, you might say who, but check out the most streamed tracks from Lava LaRue and you'll be pleasantly surprised because I think you might know them. Interested to hear this one. It seems like really good value on a off-white, pressed on a Stardust off-white vinyl. 2 LP, gatefold sleeve, $24.99 on the brilliant Dirty Hit label. Another one, a band I don't know a great deal of and couldn't name you any tracks, but it's the 4th studio album by Glass Animals. Now, I know there's plenty of friends of the shop that come in Wax and Beans that are fans of Glass Animals. We had a lot of their stock in recently, and it sells through really quickly on Polydor, and it's the new album, and it's the mock-up looks really good. I haven't seen this, but black and white splatter. Again, looks really good. The legendary new album. That's a big call, isn't it, on the hype sticker? Massive pop release for today, for this week, I should say. I had a look at this before, and I can't work out what's going on side D. So it's Guts Spilled, the expanded version of Olivia Rodrigo's album on a 2 LP gatefold sleeve, and there's it's like a frosted clear record on both record 1 and record 2. There is a red splatter and a purple splatter on the second one, but there are only tracks on side A, B and C. Feels quite smooth on D, so there is no tracks on D, I don't think, and it isn't like a picture disc either or an etching. You just see the splatter, but it looks very, very cool, and there'll be a lot of pop fans and O-Rod fans that will be all over that, I think. We've loads of copies left, but it will sell really, really quickly. Now, this is cool. The new album by Deep Purple on limited purple vinyl. It's called Equals One. It's 2 LP. We don't have the black in. We have a couple of copies left in of the purple vinyl. So the new Deep Purple album, Equals One, is also out tomorrow. Now, if anyone's looked at the new website, we've taken off, because we're using a different template. You see now, if anything's on pre-order, it's free to order. Sometimes when we've got an allocation, and anything under 10 items available on the website will say hurry, limited stock. So that's just an indication of if there is 9 or less copies of an album left on there. It will say limited stock, so hurry along. We booked in absolutely tons of new stuff today and over the last couple of days. Black Puma's Chronicles of a Diamond on red vinyl. This is very cool. It's DJ Crush. It's Japanese import, and it's really dark in places, really trip hoppy, bit hip hoppy, some pretty mad Japanese rapping on a couple of the tracks, but this indicates 3 of the tracks, but I'm yet to hear the last 3 tracks, which is side D on the LP, but it's Sasei, Saisei, and it's on DJ Crush's own label, and that's brilliant, and it's obviously on a really nice heavyweight vinyl and a really nice heavyweight sleeve, as they tend to do it over in Japan. Restocks back in of Mind Games, Lennon, of course, the Ultimate Mixes, 2 LP, plus poster, plus postcards, with 6 or 7 copies back in of Mind Games that came out last week, I'm pretty certain. Introducing DJ Shadow, 25 Years, Half Speed Remaster that came out last year, back in stock. Bonobo, Fragments, and I've always loved these bands that I'm going to show you for these last couple. I always should be carrying a stock of these. It's the Magic Numbers, and it's on the Brilliant Heavenly recording. It's been out a couple of years now. Stock seems to still be available, which is brilliant because it sells all the time. It's such a good album. Deluxe Anniversary reissue on 2 LP clear. And of course, one of my favourites, Telling Stories by the Charlatans. Now, this shouldn't be in this pile, actually, because it only came in today, but it's actually only out today. It's the self-titled Tenacious D album. A little bit controversial this week, but the music is still amazing. So if there's anything you like, hit us up on the website, come and see us in store, check out the merch, because we're really proud of this stuff. It looks cool. It's not expensive to treat yourself to some cool Beansies merch. Whatever you're fancying. We've got the bar blades as well, which are the bottle openers. So have a wicked weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Friday, all this stuff's out and all this new stuff's going into the racks. And we'll see you soon. Take care.